My name is Richard. I'm from the East Coast, from Manhattan. I went to school in New England, New Hampshire, and I've been in the service. Started out in the Army, helicopter mechanic, and active duty Air Force for 10 years. I met my wife in Kentucky. We were on a skiing trip in Denver, and when we got back, we were inseparable. Found out we lived 5 minutes away from each other. So we were engaged 7 months after we met and married 7 months after that. We have two children, John and Katie. My daughter's Katie, 8, and my son John is 10. I think 2008, I watched my 401k going from 160 down to 60. And since then it's recovered, and then it just was stagnant, and I figured I needed to take control of this because just letting it sit there is not working. Well, VantagePoint, it's just indispensable. I'll have an idea of a stock that I'd like to purchase, and I'll go to VantagePoint. I'll use it and the indicators to determine the entry price, kind of how much I want to purchase and where I expect it to go, and then I'll track it from there with VantagePoint. Working with the company has been great. It's never been a disappointment as far as not connecting or drop calls or not having time for me. We've always gone through and answered as many questions and then some. Time-wise, it's limited throughout the day, but with VantagePoint, it helps me narrow down as far as how much time I actually do spend with the market and trading because of my children. They're at an age where I like to spend as much time with them as possible. And it's just enjoyable, so I can do both. Spend a little bit of time with VantagePoint and most of the time with the children. And now we have an idea that maybe we can get children involved in VantagePoint, which is an exciting prospect because I know they'll love it, just the dynamics of it. My daughter's already mentioned, she's like, what's the green and what's the red and why are they different sizes and going out through different days. So she's already has an interest and she just likes to sit with me and look at what I'm looking at on VantagePoint. You can have a $5,000 drop in a day just on one or two stocks that you have. And if you can have a software or an edge to keep that from happening, it'll pay for itself.